On first down, here comes this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Missouri gets to the line quickly. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. On the play. 3rd down coming up. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Running back goes in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter. We'll start this 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's Porter. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Pickup of 15. And 1st down for the offense.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Downs. Using the quick game. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are, just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Goes to the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Downs. Still looking, on the move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. ready to go on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frightening.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll snap it from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Caught near the sideline, it's Manning. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Richard. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Coates. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. UConn going back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Missouri wants to go fast. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on 1st down. The quick out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Fair catch called for and made. Offense goes back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Downs. Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Porter. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, UConn! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Ready to try the point after.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, the inside give. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Might as well give it to him again. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going for 6. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. On to attempt the try. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll call for the fair catch here. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it.
And it's blocked. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UConn 20, Missouri 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. On the run, it's Green. He breaks a tackle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Fights off a defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On the set.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Quarterback will audible.
Buddy. Arrow.
Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, look out, the ball's free. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. The give on the inside. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs and big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Looking to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, big juke to get past. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Downs. Finds his big tight end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Manning. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. And that ball is picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll go right back to him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, keeping their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nailed me, Coughlin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pillow around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. Touchdown, UConn. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor. Don't make him forget that.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.